Hi guys, today I'm going to talk you through my evening skincare routine. It changes quite a lot. I'm always trying new products and I get kind of bored of using the same thing, but I quite like the products I'm using at the moment, so I thought I'd just run through them quickly and show you what they are. So I start off by removing my eye makeup, and I use big cotton wool for this. I keep it in this big jar, and I've spoken about these before. I get these from Boots. They're just the big cotton wool, so I use one of those to do both eyes, and I use Bioderma to remove my eye makeup. Well, this one's nearly finished. And that just gets everything off my eyes really easy. And then I cleanse my face separately because using Bioderma isn't great for your face. It kind of leaves it feeling a bit dry and stripped. So I'm using two cleansers at the moment. The first one, I think I've briefly mentioned, is the Aesop Fabulous Face cleanser. And this comes with a pump like this, which I really like. This is a gel cleanser, and it has bergamot rind, chamomile bud and rosemary leaf in it. It's really kind of calming and good for sensitive skin. When I bought this, I was having kind of quite sensitive skin with the weather change and everything, so this is quite good and calming for that. I really liked it. I've used about this much. I just apply a bit to my hand, rub it in, it lathers a little bit but not loads, and then I just remove it. I do really like this, but someone scared me off telling me that gel cleansers aren't very good for you, so I haven't been using this as much, but I mean I like it and it seems to be doing quite good things for my skin, so I'm not going to kind of stop using it just because of that. So I do like this, but I've also got a new cleanser that I've been trying which I really like, which I'm sure if you watch YouTube videos a lot, I'm sure you've heard about because everyone talks about it. It's the Emma Hardy, longest name in the world, ready? Amazing Face Natural Lift and Sculpt Moringa Cleansing Balm. I actually think it has a longer name on the outer packaging, but yeah, really long name. So I don't really like the packaging of this, which kind of put me off buying it for ages, and it comes in like a plasticky funny pot. But anyway, this is a cleansing balm, so it looks like this, which means it's quite hard. It kind of feels a bit like hair wax, and you scoop a little bit out onto your hand, add a few drops of water, swish it around, and it becomes kind of like a bit more creamy, and you rub it all over and remove it, and it takes all your makeup off. I felt like I had to use a bit more than I should have. Like I felt bad, and it's so expensive, I felt bad using more, but I feel like I needed quite a lot to get over my whole face, which is something I liked about this one, was I feel like you only need one pump and it gets around your whole face like really easily. So that's kind of the downside of a balm. I think you need quite a lot to feel like you're really cleansing your face, but it feels really good on. I really like this so far. I haven't used it loads yet, only for about a week, but I really like it, and I'm looking forward to trying that more as well. And I recently bought, when I was in Space and Care, I really wanted to buy something. I think I was feeling a bit rough and just wanted to treat myself. And I ended up getting these Sarah Chapman, which is the brand Skinesis, I think it is, professional cleansing mitts, which I probably wouldn't repurchase this. It's definitely a waste of money because you can just buy cheap muslins from like, oh, by the way, if you want to get muslins, go to the baby section in John Lewis or Phoenix, that's where I buy mine. Anyway, these are cleansing mitts, so there's a little bit there where you can put your hand in. One side's quite rough for exfoliating, and the other one's kind of smooth for just removing your cleanser. So I've been using these to sort of remove my cleanser, and I really like it actually, and they're kind of easier to clean than muslins. I don't know how long they're going to last for, but that's what I've been using with my cleansers. So I cleanse my face, use this. I only use cleansers that remove makeup because obviously I'm not going to remove my makeup separately and then cleanse. I just don't have time in my life for that. So all the cleansers I use remove makeup as well. So once I've done that, I go into my bedroom, have a little spritz of the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. I've come to the conclusion this does nothing for my skin, but I've got quite a few left from when I randomly bought loads, and I quite like it in the evening. The smell's really quite like aromatherapy and relaxing, so it's a nice step to do. I probably wouldn't repurchase them when I run out, but I've got loads, so it's still in my routine for now. Then it's eye cream. I'm really bad with eye cream. I normally forget or don't bother. It's just something I forget to do unless my under eyes are really dry. And then I use the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. I've had this for ages. It's like a green cream, and it's really nice. There's a whole like sciencey thing behind it which I won't be able to explain, but the lady in the shop told me it's kind of made out of lots of little bubbles, and you'll feel like when you scoop it out it feels like a cream, and once you start rubbing it in it suddenly gets really thin and easy to spread, and that's because all the bubbles of moisture have like burst. So it's really nice, really moisturising, it feels really cooling and refreshing on your eyes. So this is really good when I have dry patches under my eyes. Sorry, I feel like my voice sounds really weird. It's because I've been ill, sorry. I sound like a bit like a frog. So this is really nice when my under eyes are dry. I do have a couple of other eye creams, but I mainly use these in the morning, but I'll quickly mention them. The Clinique Even Better Eyes, which has a really nice sort of cooling metallic applicator that's really nice in the morning. Sometimes I wake up and my eyes are really puffy for no reason, so most of my eye creams are sort of depuffing. Same as this Origins GinZing, which is good for puffy eyes. It's kind of a salmon-y colour cream, and that's nice as well. But yeah, eye creams are not my main thing. They're just something I do if I remember. So back to the evening. Then I will use, this is another new product for me, but I'm really liking it. It's the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair, and it comes in sort of this medicinal tube and in a little pipette. Is it called a pipette? I can't remember. It's basically like a really, really gloopy, syrupy texture. You put a few drops in your hands and it's really easy to rub over your face, and it's just really nice. It just really moisturises and smooths out your skin, and it just feels like a really nice thing to put on before you go to bed because it's quite thick, and so it kind of sits on your face overnight, and I always wake up with really nice skin. It's just really nice to apply, so I'm going to keep using this and see how it works like in the long term, but at the moment I'm really enjoying it. For my moisturiser, I'm still using, I mentioned this somewhere, I can't remember, the name's all rubbed off, but it's Zellen's 3T Anti-Aging Moisturiser. And oh god, I really don't want this to ever finish. It's so good. It's, oh, I feel like I'm like halfway to the bottom. It smells like the Origins Overnight Mask, really apricot-y and sweet and nice, and it's just like the thickest moisturiser. I really like using thick moisturisers in the evening. You can just put it all over your skin and go to bed, and I just feel like it really moisturises my face overnight. I love this product. I really want to try more from Zellen's because I've heard, I think that's how you pronounce it, I don't really know, but I've heard loads of good things about them, so I definitely want to try more, and I'm so impressed with this moisturiser. It's really expensive, so I wouldn't recommend buying it because it's just so expensive, but if you do have money to spend on skincare, then this is definitely my favourite moisturiser I think I've ever used, which is quite a big call. And then I finish off, oh, I kind of forgot to mention actually, this I probably do when I'm cleansing, when I'm over the sink. I exfoliate my lips with the fresh sugar lip polish. I still have the sample size, it lasts for ages. This is a tiny sample size that I got at Sephora in America, and it's still going. Just really yummy, like brown sugar that you just rub all over your lips, and it exfoliates your lips, and then you wash it off. And then, this is what I remembered, the last step is to use my lip balm, the fresh brown sugar lip treatment, and I just, oh, nearly finished, I'm going to have to buy another one. These come in tinted colours as well, which are really nice. My mum bought a red one, but I just like the original one, and I literally put it all over my lips before I go to bed, and it's such a deep conditioning lip balm. It actually has SPF 15 in it, which is good for the day, but I normally use it at night, and I wake up and I can still feel it on my lips. That's how like thick and amazing it is. And it really sort of sorts out my lips and makes sure they're not dry. So that's kind of everything. I have some masks that I use as well. I wasn't sure whether to include masks in this because it's not an everyday thing. I probably use masks every other day or every 3 days, just kind of whenever I feel like my skin needs a bit more care. And the ones I really like are the Aesop Parsley Seed one, which is kind of like a detox mask. It's really refreshing, and I tend to use this when I feel like I have kind of spotty skin or dull skin or just needs a bit of like waking up. Another one when I have that kind of skin is the Origins Clear Improvement Charcoal Mask, and I use this brush actually. Most of them I use my fingers, but for this one I use a Japanese 314 brush. It's like a big foundation brush, and I just use this to apply this one all over because it's so messy otherwise. You do have to use quite a lot. I'm going through this quite quickly, but I really like this one. It feels really, after you've taken it off, your face feels really zingy and fresh. Another sort of fresh detoxing one is the Elemis Papaya Enzyme Peel. Really like this one as well. This is very similar to the Aesop Parsley Seed one. it's sort of exfoliating because it takes off a layer of dead skin cells. Papaya is very good for that kind of thing. Really, really like, this is the limited edition packaging, that's why it's all colourful. But that's really nice, and this one smells amazing as well. Really fruity, really nice, I like that one. Of course, my all-time favourite, which is the one I'm using the most at the moment because I've got very dry skin at the moment, is the Origins Dream Cup Intensive Overnight Mask, which is just like a really, really thick moisturiser, a bit like the Zellens. So I wouldn't use both, I'd use this. If I'm using this, then I wouldn't moisturise that night, and I just put a big, thick layer of this all over my skin and just go to sleep. You do have to kind of be careful. I kind of sleep on my front, so when I'm wearing a mask like this, I have to kind of force myself to sleep on my back. But it's so nice, and you wake up and you just have to wipe off the excess, and there's normally hardly any there because your skin's just soaked in all the moisture. So that's a really good one, especially for this kind of cold weather. And then I tried a small sample of the Glam Glow recently. This is the bigger size and I haven't actually opened it yet, but I tried a sample and I really liked it, so I'm definitely going to be talking about this soon on my blog, which is whatihearttoday.com. I'll put the link below, so keep an eye out for that. This is a really weird mask. It's like a mud mask with green tea extracts, and when you put it on, it really tingles, but it feels amazing. This is one you definitely have to use a brush for because it's so messy. I put a photo on my Instagram of me wearing this and it looks ridiculous, it literally looks crazy, but it's so good, and apparently all the Hollywood stars love it, so I'll definitely be reviewing this soon on my blog. I was really impressed with the sample that I used. So that's everything. So I kind of rushed through it all, but there's quite a few. I don't use all of them every night, but I do have quite a strict routine because obviously I want to look after my skin, and I'm not very good in the mornings with skin. I tend to just get up, have a shower, take off any like eye makeup that's left over, moisturise, but I don't really do like a whole routine thing in the morning because putting on your makeup takes long enough as it is. So I'm quite into my nighttime skincare routine. So I hope you enjoyed seeing all the products I use, and see you in my next video. Thanks, bye!